Hey everyone, Techne here with a keyboard review, and the keyboard we have today is a Logitech G213 membrane gaming keyboard. And let me tell you what, before I bring you in to show you anything, straight off the bat, spoiler alert, this thing is fantastic, and it only comes in right around the low 40 bucks these days, if not right at 40 bucks. And again, at that price, we have a winner right here, spoiler alert. But anyways, let me bring you in and show it to you, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Hey, I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we are now in the Logitech Software, and as you see these little buttons up here flashing, pretty much what those are just shortcuts to these down here. So you can either click on these or click on these up there and do the exact same thing. So anyways, we'll just click up here, and you can adjust, like I said, your function buttons, and it actually has profiles per game and stuff where you can adjust those up there. Then again, just to show you, so again, like we had that right there, click on that, bam, right to the same thing. So anyways, again, that's just a little shortcut right there. You can just click on the zone you're working on. Over here is the RGB. You have lighting mode where you can adjust these 5 zones. That's it, not per key or anything like that. It's just per zone. You can change each zone to whatever color you want right there. Over here, you have your effects, which you have these 4 right here. And they look good. It's nothing great. It's nothing fantastic, you know. You can adjust your speed right over here or which direction it starts from. And as you see it here on the screen where it's kind of looks a little blocky, going from like red to pink to bam right there, that's how it looks on the keyboard as well. It's not like a smooth transition. It's not bad by any means. It's not bad at all, actually. But again, you do notice it kind of jumped to other color rather than being a smooth transition straight through the whole keyboard right there. And then over here in our last option right here is we're going to control our game mode button, which is this right up here on the keyboard. As you see right now, it has the Windows key lock, but you can click whatever key you want, and whenever you press that button on the keyboard, it will disable those keys right there. Let me go on and activate these. But anyways, those are our options on the keyboard right there. Alright, so now let's go on and get a quick sound test. You guys are about 3 feet from the mic, by the way. Butter smooth. I mean, it feels so nice. Now let me tell you my first opinion. When I took this thing out of the box for the first time, I was like, alright, wow, this thing is a little bit too big. It is going to hog up my entire desk. And why I say that is because the little wrist rest right here, it does not come off. As you can see on the bottom, it is attached right there. And I was honestly kind of disappointed. I'm like, I'll never be able to use this thing. It's just going to hog up my entire desk. But anyways, after a while of using it, it just worked out perfect because the wrist rest and the whole keyboard itself, as you saw in the close-ups, is a very nice low profile. And the wrist rest just slides up right there, and it's just, I mean, I'm telling you what, it feels absolutely fantastic. Like with your hand, because it just rests right there. It's just perfect. It really is a perfect match. Yes, it is a little bit big, but it didn't get in my way really as much as I thought it would. So now since I just showed you the bottom, I want to point this out here, which is, I think, is another really awesome feature on this. As you notice right down here, the black strips right there, that is your rubber grip going across the entire board. Then you have these nice big grips right on here on the back. Your feet do pop out, and then you get the little grips right there. But most of us are going to be using it like this anyways. But again, the entire deal is gripped down there. This thing doesn't budge on you one bit. Now, one thing kind of touching on that, where you have the rubber feet on the bottom and the top right there, you kind of miss them in the middle. So you get a very mild bit of flex. Let me pull it back and see. Now, in the back, you really get some. I'm not sure how well you guys can catch that right there. And then if you hit your keys, but you got to press your keys pretty stinking hard to make it flex right there. It definitely doesn't affect any of your gaming or typing or anything like that. I mean, you got to press it fairly decent, but again, you do get that flex. And it does attach by USB right here, and it is a very jumbo, very firm, thick USB right there, which is usually what you get from Logitech, right? But it is attached right there. It does not come off, and again, it is a very sturdy, braided USB. All right, now talking some other features on it. As you see these lights right up here, that's for your cap locks, your scroll, num block, and game mode and all that. So get a nice light right up there just to notify you that it is on. And then you have your audio controls right up here. Let me pull you in and show you. Really nice. As you see, you have your volume, your mute, your track play, and all that stuff. And then right here, again, you have your game mode button. We'll just disable the buttons like we showed in the software. And then your lighting button, your RGB. And all it does really is turn it off and turn it on. There's no stages within the RGB as far as brightness right there. It's just either off or on. But honestly, when you have it on, it is a perfect mix right there. It is just a perfect brightness, right? A lot of keyboards get that bleed out, which looks pretty good, honestly, on some of the other ones, right? Where it bleeds out and just kind of shines around the board, which again, looks really good. But this is kind of really nice, subtle, just very crisp, just really nice professional kind of RGB, if that even makes sense. What's professional RGB, right? But anyways, it's not just flashing everywhere. It's just a nice subtle within each single key, and it looks really, really good. So this keyboard, like, again, I love it. Coming in at that 40 to 45 bucks right there, I think it's fantastic. You got your audio controls right there. The key presses feel and sound fantastic. I mean, just the design is just sleek and crisp. The software is super easy to use, you know what I mean? It's almost a complete package. I honestly really love membrane keyboards. As many as mechanical keyboards as I test and everything, and I do game with mechanical and I love them as well. But when I'm just working or typing, even responding to comments and stuff, I absolutely love using a membrane keyboard over a mechanical board. But again, I know I keep saying it, I really love this board. Again, at that price, there's so many features from your audio controls to your RGB to the sleek design. It's just, I feel like you're really getting your money's worth. You're not buying all this crazy fluff. There's some fluff into it, but I don't feel like you're paying for it, you know? You're really getting your money's worth right here. Again, that regular MSRP at 70 bucks, no way, I wouldn't recommend it. But at that price, you can find it 40 to 45 nowadays, all day long. Please let me know down in the comments, do you use the 213 and what do you think about it, you know? I will review the G Pro, which I know a lot of you are probably asking or want to see, you know? I will review that one, but I've had this one and I've been using it for quite a while. I just really wanted to get this out there and share it with you guys. But hey, thank you so much for watching this one. I highly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.